To say the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is controversial, well, that would be an understatement. The reaction has been so bad, in fact, that the filmmakers have even decided to revamp Sonic's appearance. But character design backlash aside, what about all the other small details in the trailer you might have missed? Here's a look at the stuff the internet isn't talking about. There weren't a whole lot of Sonic the Hedgehog video game references in this trailer, at least not as many as we expected. Other than the hero and villain, no other characters from the games are present. There are no inexplicable loop-de-loops to be found. Sonic blazing through an area at top speed only to be stopped by something incredibly dumb, like some random spikes, you won't find that in the trailer either. But you didn't have to go past the first couple of seconds if you wanted a nod to the video games. It's on the large highway welcome sign and on Tom Wachowski's police car. Green Hills, a clear reference to the Green Hill Zone, the very first level in the original Sonic the Hedgehog. Not only is it the first stage in the first Sonic, it's also a playable zone in a few other games, such as Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Mania. We'll be interested to see if Green Hills and Green Hill Zone share any characteristics besides their, green hills. How fast can Sonic the Hedgehog run? It's a question as old as Sonic himself. The Sonic Adventure DX manual reportedly lists his top speed at 3,840 miles per hour, for what it's worth. In the Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer, however, he's clocked at 760 miles per hour. But you know what? We have proof that's not his top speed. Later in the trailer, Sonic laces up and races down a clear stretch of road, breaking through the sound barrier in the process. And it just so happens that an object has to be traveling faster than 767 miles per hour to surpass the speed of sound. So when Sonic gets nailed by Wachowski's radar gun in the trailer, he's not really giving it his all. Sonic the Hedgehog is a creature of Earth. At least, that's what we've been imagining all these years. All of those enemies Sonic has been facing off against, in early games they were animals from this planet, trapped inside machines. Most of Sonic's stages have looked like regions from Earth too. And are we just going to ignore the cities with all of the humans in games like Sonic Adventure? The Sonic the Hedgehog movie might be doing away with that preconception too, because if the trailer is to be believed, Sonic might be an alien from another planet. In a short scene from the trailer, Sonic is questioned by Wachowski. About what? We don't know. And Sonic offers up a rather interesting response.
Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet.
Notice that he says your planet and not the planet or our planet. This implies that the current planet that Sonic is on, Earth, is not his actual home. Sonic as an alien? Well, in a lot of Sonic's early appearances in Western markets, the action took place on planet Mobius, not on Earth like in modern Sonic media. Maybe that plot point is making a return? Gold rings are a big deal in the Sonic the Hedgehog universe. In almost all of the video games, as long as Sonic has some gold rings on him, he can't die. Gold rings can also take on a larger form, transporting Sonic to brand new locations in the game. You'll find these hidden throughout levels or at the end of stages, ready to whisk Sonic away to a secret bonus area. It looks like the latter of those gold ring varieties are going to play a role in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. During the trailer, Tom Wachowski and still unnamed character appear to be falling from the top of a tall building, headed for certain death on the street below. When Sonic tosses a large gold ring underneath them, a completely different location is visible on the other side of the ring. Where would Sonic get such a ring? How is he both freakishly fast and capable of wielding the powers of teleportation? That's something we'll have to learn in the movie, it seems. The tagline for the Sonic the Hedgehog film is "Every hero has a genesis," and if you're a child of the 90s, you get that the tagline has a double meaning. The phrase is a pun, acknowledging two things. One, that this is Sonic's first starring role in a major film, and two, that Sonic got his start in video games on the Sega Genesis. This Sonic movie looks to be blazing a new path, as far as adherence to the video game universe is concerned. But it's still heartwarming to see that the famous Blue Hedgehog hasn't forgotten where he came from. You might have been startled to see actor Jim Carrey looking like Jim Carrey in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer. This is the guy who's playing Dr. Robotnik? Why isn't he a little more round? Where is that huge bushy mustache that's become Dr. Robotnik's trademark? And wait, the US military is working with Robotnik, a villain? Any fears about the portrayal of Dr. Robotnik were put to rest when we reached the end of the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer and understood what was happening. Suddenly, it all makes sense. We were getting a look at an early Robotnik. Still a bit of a jerk, but not quite an evil villain yet. That would come much later. That would come after a whole lot of unsuccessful hedgehog hunting. At the end of the trailer, we got to see Jim Carrey go full Robotnik, donning the wardrobe we most often associate with the main antagonist in the Sonic video games, and his mustache got a little more wild too. It's unclear at this point how Robotnik ultimately becomes a more evil version of himself, but it might have something to do with losing his mind over his constant failure to apprehend Sonic. What else could cause this clean-cut doctor to become such a crazed lunatic? That's just speculation though. In order to get the full scoop on Dr. Robotnik and the rest of the story in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, we'll have to wait until November. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more SVG videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.